In the UK, we live in a multi-faith society and consequently are taught about a wide variety of cultures. However, some cultures are still predominantly represented by false stereotypes in place of a true representation. Rastafari is a way of life which is said to have developed in Jamaica in the 1930s. Stereotypically, their followers are distinguished from others by having dreadlocks, smoking cannabis and listening to reggae music. Rastafari believed that Haile Selassie I, the Emperor of Ethiopia who reigned from 1930 to 1974, will lead the righteous into creating a perfect world called Zion. Rastafari worship a singular God whom they call Jah, and view Jah in the form of the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son and the Holy Spirit. Rastas say that Jah lives within the human. I and I is used instead of we to emphasise the equality between all people, in the belief that the Holy Spirit within all people makes them essentially one and the same. Whilst the stereotypes of Rastafarian people can be considered true to an extent, the significance of these aspects are often overlooked. We will be interviewing 3 Rastafarian men who will give us a true insight into being Rastafarian and what it means to be Rastafarian in London.
Man have a king ruling over them. That's the King of Kings, His Imperial Majesty, because he is the one who shed his precious blood for mankind. Boy, my mom and dad, they have pictures on the wall of a white Christ, you see. And it's not till later on in life I start seeking, I realize this can't be so.
You'll find that he was a darker shade of skin in complexion. And the people that was amongst him that decided that they wanted to get rid of him was of a different complexion. So racism and stereotype was been going on from that time. This is why they crucified him, because they did not want to see a black king.
Man cannot solve the problem of the world, bring peace upon earth. It's beyond them. Man is on a collision course to war, World War III.
His own destruction. Man shall destroy himself in the latter days.
So therefore, one have to look to a maker. It's only the Lion of Judah can bring peace upon earth. It's be a Rasta man is there as a warning unto the world, you see, to make them aware of things that is to come.
Bob Marley highlight Rastafari to the world, you see, which is very important, you see. He come and he done his great work because he had to do what he had to do. For people of the world who didn't hear of Rastafari, they hear of Rastafari all 4 corners of the earth, you see. So if you keep music true, pure and real, you're dealing with the Almighty. Well, as a Rasta man, I go through terrible things. All kind of discrimination, all kind of fighting and all, you know. So when you're different, you're gonna get a fight.
So now living in England, which we call Babylon, and we know Babylon must fall, because Babylon is the oppressors of Jah's children, Jah's people.
The works don't teach I nothing. What I see from them is nothing but war. And more war. And more war. How to kill. His Imperial Majesty did not come and show I how to kill. He showed I how to live in love and unity. Treat each other with respect, regardless of who he is, what religion or ways of life he is. Because this world is, or this earth is made for all of us to function as one. You can have your ways of life, yes, but respect my way of life, and I respect your way of life. We function as one. Most of the reason why them always claim them stop Rasta man and Rasta woman is for Rasta people is for ganja. Well, you know, herbs was given to I by the Almighty, right? It is a natural thing. It is a natural plant. It is not drugs. So when people talk about drugs, it's not drugs. Otherwise you call PG tips tea drugs. It is a spiritual thing. Eyes can see the spirit. It's like the atmosphere that you inhale, which is life. If you do not inhale it, you pass away. Simple things.
A Rasta man is a Nazarite man, a man with locks, kings who acknowledge His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie as the returned Messiah.
It's a way of life. It could be like a symbol, something like a guideline. If you have a guideline, at least you have an idea where you're going.
Ooh, the way of life is about truth and right. It's not about war. It's about sharing. It's about caring. It's about humanity. Emperor Haile Selassie demonstrate that. Live love. Live loving. That's Rastafari way of life.